Coaches, entrepreneurs, online service providers, anybody posting content. Here's the thing, you never have a lead generation issue. Your lead generation being unpredictable, your lead generation being inconsistent, none of that is actually attributed straight to lead gen. There's always some kind of indirect or direct cause to that effect. So I want to break down today what you absolutely need if you want to have more predictable lead generation, if you want to generate more leads in general, and you want to have more predictable monthly recurring revenue. I've been in the coaching space for the past 6 years, and after producing content for both the fitness coaching business and business coaching, I have tons of examples to also show you guys today. So stay tuned, let's dive into the video. So here's what I see amongst the space right now. Everybody is trying to be a carbon copy of one another, and a lot of people are just putting out fluff on the internet. If you truly want to be able to generate leads and create more content that converts, it's crucial that you not only understand who your ideal client is, but it's also important that you understand their personality, their mindset, and more importantly, their behavior and beliefs, okay? There are a lot of people out there in the world. You can niche down and still not be resonating with the ideal client that you truly want to serve. So how do we make this happen? How does this all come together? And then how do you actually create content that sells? So here's the first thing that I'm going to tell you. When you are a thought leader, when you are somebody who is producing content in this space, when you're a coach, entrepreneur, the thing is that you have to be a thought leader. And thought leaders oftentimes aren't liked by absolutely everybody. You might piss some people off in this space. But here's the thing, would you rather be a watered down version of yourself where you feel completely incongruent with posting, you feel out of integrity, and then also you realize you're not getting engagement and you're trying to just be likable by the mass, so no one actually really loves you, okay? You, might be semi-likable to a lot of people, but none of them are gung-ho to actually invest in you because there's someone else that's actually speaking to their behavioral problems, their mindset, and of course, who they are as an individual and the problem that they need solving. So for us as coaches, entrepreneurs, and content creators, we have to truly understand the mindset, the misconceptions of this person. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is you have to obviously know who this person is and what their main problem is, okay? The second thing is once you understand what their problem is, start to break down some of the misconceptions that they have around this problem being solved. Is it their mindset? Is it that they have limiting beliefs and blocks? If so, what are those limiting beliefs? And more importantly, how do those limiting beliefs actually come to fruition? How do they manifest? Because when you dig into someone's pain point, like for example, you guys here being like, hey, I can't generate leads, it's actually a lot deeper than that. Maybe it's the fact that you don't believe in yourself to show up. Maybe you have imposter syndrome. Maybe you don't feel qualified enough. Maybe you're afraid to piss some people off and you actually just want to be really likable. I know for myself, I was censoring so much of my content because I was so afraid that people would tear it apart. I was afraid that other people would be really reactive to it and they would respond in a really negative way. I was trying to protect my audience and their feelings, when in reality, who am I to protect their feelings? At the end of the day, in order for me to actually make them take action, in order for me to actually support them, I need to tell stories that they truly resonate with, not that just scratch the surface or else they're just gonna scroll past it. So as a thought leader, it's not your job to make people like you. It's your job to change the perspective of other people and change their behavior and mindset so they can actually take action on the thing it is that you help them do, okay? So the first thing is just really honing on your ideal client and really understanding what are the misconceptions that they have, what are the blocks and limiting beliefs that are coming up, and what are the beliefs that they currently have that are keeping them stuck. Do you have stories? Do you have things that you can resonate with, that you can tell, that actually pull those pain points to the surface, okay? Now the second thing is with that thought leadership, you need to be establishing yourself as an authority and you need to make yourself the absolute best person for the people in your audience to invest in. So you really need to be able to tighten up your thought leadership, okay? The best way to do this is getting really clear on the, again, ideal client. It's not really caring if you're likable, okay? And the third thing especially is posturing yourself as an authority. Now, this is where I really want to dig in with you guys. I want to give you guys some real-time examples of specific posts that I've done. Now, not only have these helped me with generating leads, they also help me generate leads that are ideal soulmate clients. So people who come into the business and they're compliant. They're not just anybody and everybody. They're specific types of people that I want to work with because I'm sharing the way that I coach. I'm talking about my client results. I'm giving specific examples of how I coach people through things. So let's dive in and let's talk about what some of these posts look like, because I don't really love to give you guys templates of posts. That's one thing I will tell you. I don't love templates. The main reason I don't love templates is because I don't want you to be a carbon copy of who I am. I want you to then take these though as an example and look at how can you make these applicable to how you help people solve problems and how you are the best person to help the people inside of your ecosystem. Okay, so here is the first one that I want to show you guys right here. This was a post that I made at the end of 2022, and basically what I did is I showed the amount of money, which I will tell you guys this is not 100% right because the first 3 months of the year we weren't tracking, but it's all good. We're tracking straight through this year. In this post here, I talk about how my clients made over $4.6 million, it's 4.6, in 2022, and then I talk a little bit about how I was able to get my clients to that place and the specific things that we do inside of our offer that help our clients get those results, okay? So this is one example of posturing yourself as an authority. Not only does it show the results, it also shows how you get your clients to that next level, okay? Think about it like this. If you're a health and fitness coach, it could be something like you're showing client transformations. You could be showing your clients scale weight drop over time. And you also could be sharing things like their mindset transformations. It doesn't just have to be something that is physical, okay? So this is a really great way for you to posture yourself as an authority, but also share with people, hey, I'm really good at getting my clients results, and this is an example of how. The next one, okay? Post about something you're really freaking good at. Something that we do at WWBA is we teach all of our clients how to create a step-by-step process that helps their clients get results. So they have a client journey. To posture yourself as an authority, you have to be okay with bragging about the way that you get people results. You also have to be okay with bragging about why you're the best person to get people results. So I have this post here, and this is actually on our fitness coaching page. This is a post that I made, and it's actually a reel. If you guys want to go click on it, I'll put the Instagram handle right here. It's Fierce to Fit Coaching. This is my fitness coaching business. In this post, I talk about one of my clients who's not only shark tagging, she's full-time getting her PhD and writing her thesis. She's also working and she was traveling the world. And I got her these results while she was doing that in a very holistic way without having to be super gung-ho on her tracking and only training 3 days a week. So I talked about how I'm the best to help really busy women who are doing really incredible things in the world without having to give up their life and with being able to still not have all that stress. So I bragged about how I got her results. I also bragged about her as a client. It shows how much I love my clients, and it also shows how much I appreciate the work that I do in the world and how I really want other women to work with me who are like her. Okay, so that's another example for you guys to posture yourselves as an authority, but it's not necessarily just bragging about you. It's you being able to brag about your clients and your services. Okay, now this is the last one that I want to share with you guys, and I think this one is kind of comical, but a lot of coaches resonated with it. So I'm really big on being able to teach people through stories. So, in this post here, you guys can see what I was really getting at is I used to have a really scarce mindset around money, but I really wanted people to resonate with me. So instead of just saying, hey coaches, here's how you can get out of a scarce money mindset, I shared a story that actually resonates with people. And if you actually swipe through this post here, you guys will be able to see here, I first talk about in this post, here's why I had a really hard time upgrading from Excel spreadsheets to Trainerize, which was literally $15 a month. And then if you swipe, I share my story here about my parents losing a lot in the recession. Then I talk about how I knew I had to overcome these fears in order for me to invest and grow my business. And then I talk a little bit about where I'm at today and how I have a way better money mindset. So I talk about the strategies that I use in the caption with my clients to help them break through mindset blocks around money. So I'm showing you my style of coaching. I'm also talking about how I specifically can relate to this. So now my audience understands and relates to me because maybe they had a hard time upgrading things in their business. Maybe they didn't want to spend the extra money on software or on things that they knew they needed because they were a little bit terrified to spend that because they had a harsh money mindset or a pretty bad money mindset. And so instead of just saying, hey, here's how to break through money mindset, it's like as a fitness coach, you just say, oh, here's 5 tips about protein. No one cares, okay? It's not just about them wanting to get their protein in. It's like, does your ideal client even know that they need to get their protein in? Does your ideal client even know they need to upgrade their Trainerize, right? It's important that if you are speaking to people in your ecosystem as an ideal client, you're not just looking at the labels that you understand, but you're looking at what they understand. What misconceptions do they have? Think about it. If you're a health and fitness coach, why would someone want to get their protein in? Why are they having trouble getting their protein in? It's like, are you sick of eating and shoving chicken down your throat? Yeah, it gets pretty dry after a while, right? Those are kind of things that more people will resonate with, okay? Maybe it's that they're having a hard time gaining muscle mass. So maybe you talk about, hey, you're not actually a hard gainer. You're just not eating the right macronutrient profiles. It's way better than being like, here's how to get your protein in. Everyone's making posts about that, okay? You have to go deeper, you have to go further. That's gonna help establish you as an authority, but it's also gonna make people resonate with you over anyone else, because now you're not just teaching them, you're also telling stories to them, okay? If you want to produce more content that converts, the best thing you can do is produce content that people are going to not only engage with, but they're going to message you. They're going to message you, oh my gosh, I resonated with that so much. Oh my gosh, your story, like same thing happened to me. Oh my gosh, I resonated with parts of your story. So you guys see the difference between just posting something to get it out and give tips and do how-tos, and the difference between actually being able to get somebody tangible results and actually get them to message you in your inbox first, okay? It starts with storytelling. That storytelling starts from your own story, but it also starts from you understanding the stories that happen on a daily basis to your ideal client, okay? Get in the head of your ideal client, get to know them, okay? Get to know their belief system, get to know their misconceptions, get to know their struggles, and think about the stories that maybe you can relate to that happen not just in the past, but also happen to on a day-to-day basis, because we're writing stories every single day, okay? So I hope you guys found this really helpful. If you guys like these examples of my posts, feel free to go to my page. I have tons of different pieces of content on there. Feel free to steal some of them, whatever, okay? Don't be the carbon copy kind of gal, but be okay with maybe remaking some of those in a way that resonates with your own story and with what you do. If you guys found this really helpful, feel free to leave a comment down below. Share this video as per usual, my friends. I love when you guys share my videos. Feel free to shoot me a message over on Instagram. I always like to get back to you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next video.